Hi, I'm Aaron Marcus, and I am not a kiss and tell kind of guy. That's just not how I've ever operated or lived my life. But you know what? I'm going to make an exception right now, and I am going to kiss and tell, and I'll tell you why. Um, I had just an amazing experience working on a set with a director and writer named Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart, you might remember him from The Daily Show. And he's just a very, very smart guy. And I was sent the script, auditioned for it. And just so you know, I really can't give out any details yet. They are probably still shooting at this point. So it might be, you know, 8 months, 9 months from now before it actually opens in theaters. Um, but I've got to tell you, when you're working on a film set, you never know what to expect. When it's a feature film, the director is king or queen. They run everything. It's different than on a television show where, you know, if it's an ongoing series, the same actors have been working on there for a very, very long time, then the director kind of holds things together, but the actors, they know what's going on, they know their characters, they know how to react, they're really much more in charge. On a feature film, the director is the main person. And sometimes you get nice people who are directing. Sometimes you get directors who don't really listen to actors, and they've got their own way of doing things, and that's the way it's going to be done. And you don't even necessarily want to approach them. If you have some thoughts, you just never know. I've got to tell you, on this set, Jon Stewart was incredible. If you ever get a chance to work on a project that he's involved with, jump at it because he's just a great human being. He was very thoughtful of all the principal actors. He was very thoughtful for the extras as well, walking over to them individually, thanking them. There were a couple of large scenes, and there were quite a few people there. And he just wanted to, number one, make sure everybody was okay. Just thanking people for hanging in there. He would walk over and give some specific instructions to the extras, which, you know, sometimes you just have PAs, production assistants, who are being told by, you know, sometimes the second, that's the second, you've got the director, you've got a first AD, first assistant director, and then depending on the project, you might have a second AD. The second, generally, they're the ones who are involved with paperwork stuff, more production. But typically the second might, or it could be the first, will tell the PA's, production assistants, what the extras should be doing, when they should be, you know, crossing during the scenes and things like that. And for this one, Jon Stewart was walking over, just telling people what to do. He also, and this is really interesting. He would walk over to the principal actors in the scene and say, "Hey, look, if you have any questions at all, just ask me." And there were a few times where I wasn't 100% sure what was needed in the scene, or if I had an idea, I just wanted to run it by him. And he made himself available to everybody. You know, and here's a guy, a pretty famous guy. He's been working on this project. I think we were already in the third week of production. And these guys put in crazy hours. When you are a director of a feature film, I honestly, I don't know when these people sleep. They are shooting all day long. I think, if I remember correctly, we put in, oh, maybe about a 14, 15-hour day. It was a long day. And then afterwards, they'll go over things again to make sure everything is looking right. And then they do it again the next day. And it was just you could understand why sometimes directors get cranky. It's lack of sleep. There's a lot of pressure. They're thinking. They have to concentrate all day long. And look, I'm not trying to make excuses for directors when they are acting out and stuff like that, but it's tough. It can be a really tough day. But anyhow, this guy was just really, really kind and thanked people and really appreciated what everybody was doing. And when you are surrounded like that, with those kinds of concerns, it makes you want to do everything you possibly can to make this a successful project. So I really hope it is, and I hope he goes on to direct and write a lot more because he's just really good. And so anyhow, I just wanted to share that with you. Two really quick things I just wanted to mention. If you have not subscribed yet, you'll see there's a little button where you can subscribe in the video at the end, and make sure you subscribe in that way, and also click the notification button, which is the little bell, and that way every time I upload a new quick tip video, you'll get a chance to realize that it's there, and then you can go and watch it. And please, share this link with all of your friends, promote it through social media, and that way we can continue to build a wonderful, big family of actors, models, people in the industry, directors, could be casting directors, just people who are helping others in the industry. I mean, to me, look, everybody does their business differently, and some folks, and I'm not saying it's bad and it's wrong, just not how I like to do it. They don't want to be involved. They don't want to give out information. Sometimes people are afraid, well, if I share this information with you, it's going to give you a better shot at booking the job if we're auditioning together. And look, I understand it. It's just not how I live my life. And honestly, I truly do believe that if you are right for the role, and assuming you do a great audition, if you're right for it, you're the one who's going to book it. Yeah, and if it's somebody else and they are perfect for the role, then they're going to book it, and there are plenty of auditions. So anyhow, I take the philosophy of I like to surround myself with others who really do like to share information, and that's why I'm working really hard and asking, people to share the link, promote it, say nice things about it, and get other people involved. So that way we can continue to build and have a lot of people sharing information about the acting and modeling industry here. Very last thing, I just wanted to ask, if you are in a position to do this, love to ask you to help this channel, help be a part of it, promote it, and also make a contribution of whatever means that you have. There is no amount that's too little. There's no amount that's too much. But I would greatly appreciate you supporting it. And you can scroll down in the text. You'll see a PayPal link. It just goes directly to my PayPal account. If you don't have a PayPal account, you can always just use a credit card there. You don't have to have a PayPal account. But in either case, I really would greatly appreciate any kind of donation that you can make. If you have any ideas for quick tip topics that you want me to discuss, just email me. You can either leave it here, you can make a comment right on this channel, or you can always reach me at my website, howtoactandmodel.com/home. There's a contact button there. And you can also reach out to me on my private email address, just Aaron, AARON, at howtoactandmodel.com. Anyhow, I can't wait to talk with you again soon. And I'm Aaron Marcus, and I hope this was helpful to you. See ya.